Hello, boys and girls. We are going to be reading an excerpt from the book Poor Richard's Retirement. More of an essay than it is a book. And it is an absolute must read for everybody out there if you do not have enough saved up for retirement. And that would be, everybody. So I forget what chapter this is from. The second major budget item is transportation. In the 1950s, the average family had only one car. Today, we have 2.3 cars per household. However, it is not as simple as saying today we spend 2.3 times as much on transportation. Cars today can last 200,000 miles, whereas cars of yesteryear would maybe last 70,000. Cars today are much more advanced in terms of both amenities and safety, whereas the cars of the 50s, though beautiful, were not as advanced. And cars are much more fuel efficient than they were in 1955, getting roughly twice the mileage they did 60 years ago. However, the real issue about cars is not so much comparing what we spend today versus what we spent in the 50s, as that would be comparing apples to oranges, but how much we should be spending today on transportation. If we are to be completely honest with ourselves, we do not buy transportation in 2017. We buy vanity, prestige, and status that cars falsely confer upon us. And we can't even say we buy it, as 88% of people lease or finance their vanity, cars today. Regardless, transportation is truly a secondary consideration. But if we really wanted to, we could easily calculate what it would cost to afford mere transportation in 2017 and not vanity. 33.4 cents per mile. 33.4 cents per mile is the price you should pay per mile, assuming you bought a perfectly good used car for $5,000, drove it for $100,000, paid for regular maintenance and upkeep, and didn't have to spend so much on insurance because you're driving a used car, not a brand new Mercedes. This contrasts with 58 cents a mile the IRS uses as an estimate to reimburse people for traveling costs, which implies we're paying 42% more for vanity and not transportation. You like my methodology there? If we apply these savings to the $9,500 American households spend per year on transportation today, we would save $4,000 each year, an amount that would fund 2/3 of the average person's retirement. Now, you are saying, Cappy, why are you reading us? We know your position on cars. We know that. We know. Yes, but none of you are acting on it. I have cut, now it's five people now. I had a client today. And I forget what age he was, and I have yet to do the video because he has yet to pay. But he's like, I got $35,000 in student loans, $120,000 on a house loan, lives in a cheaper area, and then another $30,000 in a car loan. And he's, I'd like to have half my debt paid off by the time I'm 35. And I'm looking at it, and for all the crisis and crying and whining and complaining and just, world's smallest violin of you millennials bitching and whining about your damn student loans, the first thing, you guys, it's not girls, I'm gonna side with the girls for once, all right? You guys, dumb shit jamokes that you are, you go out there and at least your student loans took 4 to 6 years to accrue to that level. In a minute, by you signing on that dotted line, you accrued the exact same amount at hyper speed. And I don't know how am I in debt? I can't get ahead. I can't save up any money. So I wanted to read through the methodology and the math, albeit a little bit simple, but I thought linear and very logical. Just how much money you guys are wasting and what the costs and consequences are. It's 2/3 of your retirement. 2/3 of your retirement. Now this book, Poor Richard's Retirement, everybody should go read it. None of you will because, oh, you're right, I'm not going to buy a new car. Ooh, new shiny car, I'll sign my life away. The larger point of this is that I wanted to show you on the average budget, this is just one segment of a detailed analysis of a personal budget between the 50s and today, how much money is wasted on consumer items, specifically cars. Because if you take house and now education out of the way, cars is the #1 expense over the course of your life. You're going to spend a lot of money on cars. And if you're some dumbass jamoke guy thinking girls are going to go out with you because you got a fancy car, you are basically sacrificing your retirement. Thus the title of this video, Retirement or New Cars, Choose One. Right? Because for the most part, a lot of you, well, I can work hard and have. But yeah, you can. You can. Like, you can be that 5%. But most of you aren't. All right? And once you guys, because again, it is you guys, get over this stupid idea that girls are going to go out with you for your car when that's not it, and they're not going to go out with you for your car. You could buy that brand new Buick, God almighty. I said, I got a new Mazda. I got a new... Dude, okay, let me show you the cars. Go check out Entrepreneurs in Cars, Rich Cooper. All right? Girl, those type of cars, girl, that will get you a certain type of girl. Now you say, Aaron, well, why are you ripping on cars and pointing to Rich? Because that's his job, basically. I'll grant him a different. Every man needs to have a vice. So I'll grant him a little bit of leniency on that. But those are the type of cars that girls go after. And the type of cars you dipshit morons go and sign your life away for another decade on top of student loans are not these fancy cars. Or, God, heaven help you. Heaven help you. If you think you're going to be clever and cute, well, I'm going to get a used BMW or a used Mercedes, and then girls won't know the difference. The girls who go after guys for cars are acutely aware of the year, make, model, and sport package of your vehicle. They know more about cars than mechanics because they want the top-notch guy with the top-notch car. If you come up in there with your $45,000 recently borrowed BMW 5 Series, that's already got 40,000 miles on it, they know you ain't got the money. They're going after the elites. They're going after the R8s, the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, the whatever the latest. There's some Mercedes, some gaudy box-looking Range Rover off-road boxy Mercedes I saw some guy drive up, and he was old and ancient, and his girlfriend was young and hot, and you knew he was absolutely paying for it. But she knew that vehicle, whatever that vehicle was. I think we looked it up one time. It was like a $250,000 vehicle. That's the game the girls are playing. They know the value and the make and the model of the car, and they know exactly that your BMW is just a piece of shit. 5 Series or 3 Series, ooh, but it's got new rims. They don't care. They know you ain't got the money. I got a brand new Nissan Altima. Good for you, Skippy. Now, don't complain to me when you're finally paid off my car at 43 and now it's time to get serious about retirement. So you get to choose, ladies and gentlemen, typically boys. You can have the new cars and get leases and get car loans and just every 5 years sign up for a new student loan. That's basically what you're doing. You're just renewing your student loans. Leases are the same thing. The math works out roughly to be the exact same thing. Well, I lease. I don't have a loan. Yeah, because you didn't take Finance 101. Don't realize that's the same thing. He's like, but I need a car that won't break down. Learn mechanics. Have 2 piece of crap cars like I do. So when one breaks down, I got a spare, and then I can work on the other one and grow a pair of balls and have some mechanical skills by the end. Oh, Aaron, how do you retire so early? How do you do it? Not buying new cars. So, typically boys, some girls, but typically boys, stop buying new cars. Again, my passion for this is I know people, friends who are smart. I don't have dumb friends. I can't tolerate stupid people. Friends I care about, love like younger brothers I never had. And they go out and they just buy it, and now I got a client. And I'm looking at him like, do we just talk about this? Were we on the same page? Huh? Oh yeah, but I got a good deal. No, you didn't get a good deal. So, if you want to know how to find cheap cars, where do I find a $5,000 car with low mileage? Oh, I guess you'd have to read Bachelor Pad Economics, or you're going to have to read Poor Richard's Retirement. But ladies and gentlemen, please, knock it off with the new cars. Quite literally, everybody's personal financial problems would go away if people bought used cars and not new cars. It would. Overnight, it would go away. It would also go away if you guys stopped majoring in the liberal arts and just studied classes online, went to colleges online. But that, getting people to do that is a whole other matter. But you want a real simple, quick fix solution. And it's not going to cost you anything in terms of prestige and vanity and social standing. No one's going to care. No one's going to care. You got to get out of this high school, college mindset and move on to the old man mindset with a lot of wisdom. You know, oh, dude, you're not that old. Yes, but I'm wise. Very wise. So listen to me. Anyway, check out the Older Brother podcast every Tuesday, 6 p.m. That'll be tomorrow, but depending on when you saw this, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go get Poor Rich's Retirement. I'll put the links down below. And I'll also post to Bachelor Pad Economics. But whether you read it, it doesn't matter. Guy, you really want to just save yourself a lot of pain, agony, and headache. Don't get new cars. Pay cash for your cars, okay? Because otherwise it's going to cost you your retirement. That's what it is. That's what it'll cost you. All right, glad we had this chat. We'll talk to you guys later. Toodles.